We are back with more pedit, not 1 day later, but two. We'll see how much of this map I remember. As I fail a million times in a row at breaking it. I do wonder if it would be better for me to bail out because I haven't hit, well, the random encounter threshold. We're going to do more than one run today because that was literally a minute. I'm not remembering if I used these names before, but it does not matter. More than one person can have the same name. Using the advanced tech of not marking the map as having visited until after I spend more than a minute visiting the map. Put that man to sleep. It wouldn't be quite as obnoxious if you didn't have to wait half a second before you could input again. This treasure is just not on my side recently. Okay, well, I'm going to spend at least 5 minutes playing this game today, or else I'm going to have a whole bunch of just really, really short. I know I've used Steve before, but let's be honest, with these stats, Steve isn't long for this world. No reason. I think he might have surpassed, no, just 100 experience. He's not surpassed my previous character's experience. I did your Steve. Oh, somehow I managed to not have to reload the lesson. I guess maybe pressing back did that. Okay. Not quite as annoying as I thought previously. Not looking good. Oh, okay. He's a little bit stronger than I gave him credit for. was good. I was about to say we're not going to get another random encounter, and then I get it. But we went back through the corridor, which meant I could actually run from that encounter. So that's nice. Maybe if this one isn't. Oh, accidentally left immediately after going in, and then a little bit flustered, so I forgot to press back. Anyway, as I was saying, might make it a habit of having the last character that I play in a session be one where I work on juicing the stats. This does not seem good. Okay. So I'm going to go just something where I will get a bonus to my strength, which is a 16 or above, and hope I don't click past it. Oh, there was the 16, and of course I go right past it. I generally think that being able to reroll statistics is kind of okay. I'll take it. Makes the game less interesting, which oh, oh right, it's doing the lag thing it was doing before. So rolling statistics clunky because you can just get a stinker, especially with how this one does it. But then if you can just go and do it again and again, then what's the point of even having a roll? Which I realize is where CRPGs landed fairly quickly, but I do think that there's something to. Oh, this is good luck. The I forgot to make it temporary. The interest that a randomly rolled character provides, but maybe it should be random with a pool, and then you can say just can't re-roll it. The problem with re-rolling it is you can always re-roll it by, at the very worst, just letting the character die. So it's a little bit hard to enforce, and you're ultimately kind of relying on the player to play along, which I think is fine game design wise. Okay. I mean, I would prefer to have some jewels, but I'm not going to say no. That, well, I am right because I have juice stats. You can say, player, if you don't want to enjoy my game, if you want to play this differently than I intended, that's fine. And I think game developers are often don't go continue right to do that, which I guess makes sense more in a paid game where it matters more if people like your game or not. But in a free game, you can say, oh, well, if you play this in a way that you don't enjoy, that's on you. Because ultimately, I cannot make you enjoy my game if you don't want to. And if you're not willing to play along and meet me at my game's terms, then why should I try to cater you to you? Of course, I'm saying this right after I juiced my stats for this character. It's lucky that I didn't want to go back, so I'd run, but it was a level 1 creature, so the odds of me dying there were pretty low, especially since I do have my juice stats. I mean, I'm saying juice stats. I have, what was it? Yeah, +1 to attack. So it seems like naming my character Sue is giving me good luck. Although not as much good luck as I had before. I do have a cleric spell. Unfortunately, they are not very good, I think. It probably does help on the margins if you reach combat, but I'm still not clear on how many spells you can use before combat. It seems like you could use 2. In which case it would be better because you can cast protection or pray on entering into battle. And maybe I should just do that. But I would like the ability to pray and then try to run. I'm not sure if that's feasible or not. Because you want as many hedges against death in this game as you can. The nice thing about the character I create always being 30, because there's only 1 slot left, is I always remember what slot to load from. It would be nice to have some sort of auto mapper to track my progress, but that feels like even more cheating than what I'm doing now because without keeping track of having to keep track of the rooms or really do much at all, like, what am I doing? The answer is soon I'm leveling up. Don't know why my brain wanted to enter Jack there. So when I'm going over to the right hand side, there is more to the right of it generally, and it feels like there should be a secret room somewhere, but to connect to the rest of the dungeon, but I'm not sure that there is. I've poked around there enough that I think it would have triggered it if there was. Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to see if I can do multiple spells. Not in this case, definitely. I did have a mage spell, so I'm not sure how that works. I continue on as I still have my mage spell. Actually, looking at the manual, I'm not sure that strength actually does help when bashing open doors. I took a quick glance and I couldn't find the text that I thought I'd seen. Maybe it doesn't matter, or maybe I just missed it this time. On one handing, ooh, worst tool, but I'll take it. It, oh shoot. Oh, okay. It does, okay. Very lucky there. Does make sense to have strength matter for bashing through a door. On the other hand, went the wrong way. It's punishing even more a low strength character. Made a lot of mistakes there. I probably should have died, but I'm not going to complain about that. We are almost a fifth of the way through the treasure requirement for the game. Yep. Another bottom tier item, but I will take it. See, there it let me use two spells, so I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, no, I guess it just didn't let me use the cleric spell because I still have that slot. That's odd. I am being cautious and returning now, although probably shouldn't because, like I said before, it is increasing the odds that I'm going to run into dragon sometimes later. Because I'm just going to trigger more random encounters. But this is just ultimately a game about knowing the spells and playing the odds. This character, way better luck. Doing a stunt like that probably is a mistake, but okay, see, that's another case where it just didn't work. But it was a level 1 creature when I ran, so I figured there was probably a low chance that it would actually beat me. Running into a lot of level 1 rats here. And I will take that. Wouldn't mind for it to be a level 2, but I really shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. So we do have a Dispel Myth now, but I still don't know if it is actually better to use than Blastable. There's another hidden door that wasn't on the map I had, which does make sense because honestly, you only really know that there's a hidden door to look for if you come across it or there's a blank spot on the map. I do think I'm going to blast bolt this. Got alarmingly close to dying there. I hope that I do not run into any creatures. In fact, well, that's interesting. Maybe you can't trigger prey unless you're in battle. Okay, well, that is it for today. Have a nice night.